Hello everyone, this is Zach here. Uh, Today I want to talk about the prolonged period of isolation I've been having. So it's been, I think it's 3 weeks ever since the World Cup started midway. I've been staying inside of this room for around 3 weeks without having any interaction with people outside of my just people outside of my you know college at all. This whole place has nobody in it. I see nobody inside this college town. um, so all the people oh wait a minute so all the people that I know, they're either somewhere around America right now, or they're just not in the country. And basically it's the place I'm living in right now, the college dorm I'm living in. There's nearly nobody that I know. And walking around the street, walking down the cafeteria, the buildings, I see staffs and all of that, but nobody that I know, so I don't talk to anybody at all, except in cases where I have to ask the security officers to get me some stuff. Like the other days, I asked the security officer to go to the storage house to get me this book, the Orthodox Christian prayer book that I've been throwing inside of my storage room for like 2 years. Haven't touched it for 2 years. But yeah, so after a prolonged period of isolation, there's just a lot of things I've been thinking about how like it's truly it's one of the most heartbreaking things for a person, I believe, a person who is a modern person to have to sit in front of the computer screen or the phone screen for, I don't know, 24 hours, no ending. And then you have to keep absorbing all the information on the internet. You know that you don't have to do that, but then you're forced to do that because your conscience or your mentality, it's shaped to such a point that you just keep doom scrolling through contents on YouTube. You keep watching, you can't find anything that you want to watch. You find a thing that you seemingly want to watch, but then after like a few seconds, you see like, oh, this is so boring. Attention span going down significantly. That's why I've been experiencing all this time. It's absolutely devastating. So I moved here as an international student to America, and I've been here for 2 years, 2.5 years. Haven't come back to my family to visit my families for in that entire time. So I've been living far away from them. My friends in Vietnam, I haven't contacted them much. I think I definitely lost contact with almost all of them. Sometimes we text, but it's like every 6 months or so, which is, wow, I don't know. It's very, yeah, it's very heartbreaking to see. But aside from that, coming here, I find myself being more isolated over time, and then nothing much going on in my life at all. It's everything. Every day is a repeated schedule. Going to sleep late, waking up late, and then trying to cook myself a meal, just ramen, and then going back to watching YouTube and do some small works, some miscellaneous works. Sometimes no work at all, and just keep doom scrolling and then go to bed. The schedule's been like that for almost the entire month. Partially because of the World Cup. I've been watching the World Cup for this time, but I don't know. It might also be because of the fact I just can't manage my time schedule at all. But yeah, it's very devastating. I think that the internet really has done immense harm to the mentality of modern people, the young people nowadays. I'm talking about me because I'm maybe the foremost case of that. But watching all the things on YouTube, absorbing all the information, you find really disturbing stuff. You keep having to absorb new information that are absolutely unnecessary. Like people 50 years ago don't need these information, then we don't need them nowadays. We don't need to know that in Mexico there's another case of the cartels. I don't know, slaying people alive. We all need to know that there's a K in the county somewhere in America where like a 13-year-old boy killed a neighbor just want to emulate Dexter. And we don't need to know how like there's a World Cup match in this place, and then the losing team is being a loser, and then they're attaching themselves to political stuff and all that. We don't need to know any of that. We humans don't need to know any of that on a local basis. We only need to talk to people around us. We only need to connect. As people say nowadays, go touch grass. Just need to go outside, get some fresh air, go to your community, do something that can relieve you of all of these free time and help you to get your back on track over time. That's all that you need. You don't need to know anything basically on the internet, because those things are not necessary for your life. Without all of those things, without all of those information, those content, you wouldn't need to, you wouldn't die. You just need a minimal amount of internet for shopping, maybe for knowing direction, maybe for guiding you, maybe, but not for like 24 hours entertainment. It dulls your senses like it's like mud. You're treading you're treading your knife through like mud, and then it's dulling your knife. It's dulling your sense of your ability to think. And that's just what's been happening to me all of these 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I actually found myself having going through the same stage exactly 8 months ago. I was in Japan studying abroad, and I couldn't find any people that I know. Couldn't find any people I can talk to, because I'm just not good at that. I'm just not good at talking to people overall and doing small talks or like making friends. So I found myself isolated in a school somewhere in northern Japan, and the school itself is in like a forest. So I don't talk to anybody. I keep doing exploration on myself. I go to Tokyo, I go to Kyoto on myself, and throughout all those time, even though I was able to go to a lot of places that I wanted to go to, but then I don't feel a sense of fulfillment compared to, for example, if I kept gone there with a friend or like with a person who I could share my hobbies with. It'll be so much more joyful. I imagine that in my mind, but yeah, it's just. And I also recoil back to like my old corner. I don't scroll a lot. Back in the time I was in Japan, when I was like an exchange student there, and also found myself for 4 months just going to, maybe sometimes even skipping classes, just like going to computer room, going back. I'm going to computer room, going back. It's nothing at all. There's nothing going on in my life at all. It's truly accurate what people say. Boredom is what's killing people nowadays. We don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to do, so I spend a lot of my time doing things that I find myself even more and more addicted to. I'm glad sometimes I was able to find some hobbies that are a bit more healthy. I do some icon decoupage. I'm trying to learn as much as possible about Orthodox Christianity. So I'm trying to convert, trying to contact a priest in the local mission, so that potentially I'll be able to become a member of the parish, be baptized or be chrismated, and have a place I can go to in the weekends instead of coupling myself in one place and keep committing all these really horrendous acts that I myself don't really want myself to do. So, and also I found I've been watching the lives of other people around me who are around the same age as me. Oh yeah, there's Asher Speed. I think he's just the same age as me, I believe. But then he's already, like, through his stream, he's already in the World Cup finals, like performing at the World Cup finals. And I found myself asking myself, why can I write a beautiful story like that for my life instead of just staying where I'm at right now and then doing nothing at all. Basically, it's a devastating thing. I I keep thinking that I really need to find something to break out of this cycle of self-destruction, but I cannot. No matter what, I keep finding myself in the same corner. It's um it's truly not what I want. I have my family back in my nation. I have to support them. I have to find a job to keep me alive. After graduating from college, I have to find a way to keep myself here. I have to find a career path. I have to do internship and all of that thing in order to get myself up. And I find myself here all over again. It's all cooped up in one place. Why is that the case? Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to be like this? Keep procrastinating all the things I want to do, all the things I need to do. I keep procrastinating, and it's due to my addiction to the internet. So that's why I'm trying to say here. It's just that the internet nowadays is absolutely unnecessary. I find myself so distraught by this. I think that I I wouldn't want the internet to be in my life at all. 10 years ago, I didn't have a phone. I went out with my friends. I was a very avid creepypasta sort of like storyteller. So I did have a computer at home, but I didn't have a phone to carry with myself all the time. So I would do research on the creepypasta stories. I would tell them to my friends because they think that I'm a good storyteller and they always love to hear my stories. Like creepypasta, like Jack the Killer, Slenderman, like true murder cases and all of that. I do research and I tell them stories. That was my life 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was a elementary schooler, about to be a middle schooler. But then the internet ruined everything. From that point on, I'm no longer the same kid I was 10 years ago. Everything was ruined because of my addiction. It grows on me over time. It grows on me slowly, but surely leaves an impact on my life until now, 10 years after. It's So that's why I don't think the internet's been the worst thing that ever happened to my life. Yeah. And I feel sorry for the kids who grow up with internet surrounding them all the time. I just can't imagine how much bad influence they're gonna get from the internet once they grow up, become adults. Maybe some of them might be able to manage it, but that's not the case for all. So why do we keep these things up? Why do we keep ourselves entertained 24 hours, 24? Why do we keep ourselves slaves, make ourselves slaves to these tools that don't give us any benefits at all? Why do we do that? Is it because we have become technology has allowed us to relax too much, to stay back, to be too free, to have too much free time, nothing to do, and then you just cannot find anything to do, and then you just fall on all these things. Yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. Lord have mercy on me, but at this pace, I won't think I'll be able to survive. And then, yeah, I won't be able to survive in the next 10 years if I keep on this habit like this. I'm praying that on this Friday, when I have my first conversation with the parish priest, Orthodox mission near my city, I will be able to find an opening to get out of this phase of my life. Truly, I don't wish anybody to have to be in this phase at all. It's just a repetitive cycle of nothingness. There's absolutely nothing in it. There's just, sometimes you find it enjoyable, but then overall it's destroying yourself slowly, not giving you any benefits at all, not even harming you more than you could ever imagine. So I'm praying to our Lord that I'll be able to get out of this cycle once I talk to my parish priest on this Friday. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I guess I pray for all of you out there not to have to go through the same thing that I'm going through right now. Finding yourself addicted to something that you cannot get yourself out of. 10 years later, I hope I'm still here, man. Thank you. Have a good night.